Hello and welcome back to part 21 of Shadow of Mordor, and we have successfully grabbed the broken buckler, and yes, death takes them all, Celebrimbor.
Death is the great equalizer.
Think. You have to be careful when you throughout this area, because if you do start a ghoul swarm, well, then you automatically lose, and it's
You
very
are
sad
bone.
for you.
Does it bring you to like a pause menu where it says you failed? Would you like to try again?
I believe so. Yeah.
Or will it do the nemesis system thing where it's like, well, you
It,
fucked up.
it,
Here's all
no,
the
it
things
won't
that
do the
happened.
nemesis system thing.
Okay.
It does not do the nemesis system thing. But here, another relic for Celebrimbor. I don't see how. I mean, it's over 100 years old. Well, I honestly don't know how long it's been since Sauron's rise to power.
Not every drop of water in the ocean can wipe this blood from my hands because blood is sticky and stains stuff. Hi, Sauron.
Hello.
We are betrayed. Its power
Hi,
burns
Galadriel.
like a beacon, and will bring ruin to all Middle-earth.
Well, who's that? Celebrimbor's wife?
No, that was Galadriel.
Well, who is that?
Galadriel is one of the High Council of Elves. You should remember her from Two Towers as our party, stumbles upon them.
Was she played by Kate Blanchett?
I don't remember, mostly because I don't actually know who Kate Blanchett is.
Oh.
She also returned in the first and third Hobbit movies.
I think I know who you mean. Well, she's the one who had to face the One Ring in Frodo's hands and like kind of pass the test of temptation.
Yep.
Okay, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that was played by Kate Blanchett.
But yeah, this is how they want you to deal with the Ghoul Matron. Hit her twice maybe, sniper in the head, But remember, if you attended your normal combos on her, she ends up, knocking you out of combos, and it is very sad for you.
Right, because she has protection from combos. But you took her head off.
The storm is past. The danger has not.
You have 2 minutes. Tick tock. Tick tock.
Now, unfortunately, this means that I will not be getting the. It means I will not be getting the reward that's here, as I must flee the ghoul swarm.
I mean, you could. Okay, I could see that they want to challenge you with getting the extras.
No, because if they wanted me to do that specifically, they would have made it so that I could have gotten over there during the stealth mission, but it was guarded by too many goddamn ghouls. So.
Fucking ghouls.
The entrance is nigh. The seas are end if we don't reach it in time.
Don't worry, you'll make it. You're only 200 feet away.
Also, and boom, explosions.
Optional objective complete. So that was one of the optional things. The other optional thing would be to overcome fear and find the room that is hidden in the place of power.
So many ghouls, mind you. Thanks to Quick Throw, we could actually take all these down.
There are only so few instances when the hero has to look around to see that he's surrounded by enemies that he's in actual peril. One of the instances I can think of where the hero actually is in actual peril is Dead Rising, when Carl gets locked below the mall and gets eaten by zombies.
Pity to end your military career inside the belly of a ghoul, eh?
Mostly.
Wait a minute, do I know this character?
No, you do not.
The Beast Hunter. And I bet 10 pints you just nabbed the treasure I was after.
Now, I am grateful for the assistance, but it does not grant you proprietary rights.
Keep it. I just found something a lot more valuable.
And what would that be?
My new hunting partner.
What you hunt does not interest me, Master Dwarf.
Even if it leads you to the chisel that belongs with that hammer.
Don't you think it's a little presumptuous to call somebody a dwarf just because they're only a foot shorter than you are?
No, no. Remember, dwarf is an actual race in this universe.
No, I know, but like that's like so that would be like saying that Talion is a very tall dwarf. Like, look at them.
Well, Torvin is actually a really tall dwarf, so.
Oh,
Find the dwarf.
how's the weather up there, Celebrimbor?
And there we
What
go.
of your vision, Celebrimbor? I used all that he had taught me and forged the three in secret. Water, air, and fire.
He's referring to the 3 elven rings of power. The ones that we never actually got all that much information on during the movies.
Right. Those would be the rings that would be bound by the one ring.
Yes. And brace of daggers. Now we have access to a triplet of quick throws, which means that ghouls should never again give us problem, as ghouls go down in a single quick throw.
Nice.
During the playthrough that I did after this game, I ended up using the quick throw significantly more often, as you know, it's mapped to Q on the keyboard, meaning it's very easy to spam and get easy critical hits on in the middle of combat.
Nice.
But we're moving into our next story mission.
Story time.
Queen of the Shore. Again, do not do Marwyn's quests first. It absolutely neuters the rest of the game. But I'm doing it this way because I wanted to, so there.
Yes.
Yes, we have helped her take her medicine.
It's right here. I wrapped it up.
Show me why my soul was denied death.
Did her pupils turn black?
You are the victim
Yes.
of blood sacrifice.
It is the sign that something is very wrong with Queen Marwyn, and it's not just her her physical illness.
Destroy the Black Hand and his followers, and claim Mordor.
An omen of Gondor will come to my aid.
Where was Gondor? Where was Gondor then? When was Gondor now?
Your power begets followers, willing or otherwise.
We're going
Yep.
to mind slave people.
Yes, that is exactly what we're going to go do.
How do I do this?
First, you have to stop being a little bitch and learn to just subjugate people all the time.
Essentially, yeah, we already have this power. We've just not been using it. As
because
we
he
learned-
because he doesn't
we learned
like
once-
using it.
Yeah. And look, I'm actually more on Talion's side here.
Marwyn's decree was
When it comes to this,
The
I
future must be
personally believe that if you have to break the wills of someone in order to further your own goals, perhaps your goals are not really the ones worth chasing. But Talion gets away with it because he's already, effectively a zombie. So, he doesn't really have to worry about a mortal consequence and such.
I love blood more than other Uruks, yet I always miss the execution.
Is the soul
over here.
is the soul even of he who is denied death upon the balancing scales of morality? Okay.
We're killing these just to make it slightly easier for us to make it there. We don't have to kill these guys.
And kill you. Right, because you're gonna
And
go
now the
up
now the other-
and the archer.
Ah, damn it.
Mission failed.
Yes. You see, despite the fact that we killed the archer, that counts as us getting detected. I don't know why. I mean, in theory, we could have gotten detected by the other patrol, but it didn't look like that to me, so...
It has to be somebody. Just as long as you can see somebody who's looking right at you, that is probably the guy. Because when you fail, you do have a moment to kind of, like, look around, right?
Not for this particular mission. Now, mind you, you don't really need it for this particular mission, but, yeah. Oh, right. Now, yeah, I know why. Because they didn't want to have to reload this freaking segment, because we need to brand all the archers that are in this area. And that's the power that we just obtained.
Branding.
Is not them. Seek what they carry.
I will save them nonetheless.
Don't be blinded by your emotions.
And this is the whole arc for Talion during Act 2. Talion gets, after being alive for a long enough time, Talion starts to realize that his powers aren't, the powers that he's borrowing from Celebrimbor are not necessarily those of a hero. And he gets really emotional about all this. Especially when he starts to realize that as long as he's bound to Celebrimbor, he could actually potentially have a normal life. And Act 2 shoves this in his face really goddamn hard.
Your will is mine. It is yours, master.
But
Yes.
yeah, what we need to do from here is successfully brand 6 of the archers whilst avoiding detection. And if we can get it in 3 minutes, we get some bonus mirroring.
Alright, now you guys just do what you normally do. Just walk around aimlessly in circles, pretend to be patrolling, and...
Damn it! I stealth killed him instead of branded.
Alright, so... Alright, so are there only, like, 6 archers on the field?
No, there's like 10. There's like 10 archers here.
Oh, there you go.
Flames that will save you.
We're going to save your
There's
soul!
8, actually. Okay.
Look deep into the eyes of the truth.
Ugh,
Through the
that
eyes
jump
of
is
the
risky.
dead. Join me in my conquest of all minds. We're going to steal your brains.
Sight that will pierce your mortal will.
Excuse me. I have a question. What?
Yes.
So, if I keep doing these bad things, do I still get to see my family when I die?
Well, as an orc, you don't actually have a family, so there's that to consider.
Oh, I was talking about Talion.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure the orcs have family too. I mean, like maybe like one son or daughter or a wife or 2 wives. These guys would probably be polygamous, honestly.
For only to stress a political message if they were. Dude, you know that's how popular fiction treats polygamy, you know?
What, like it's a political asset?
Well, more or less that it's negative. It's a negative thing to actually have. It's a negative thing to practice, rather.
Yeah, I think that's a natural consequence of, well, for example, we of the mostly like Roman Catholic Protestant white American society, who's also mostly populated by monogamists, or people who would at least tell you that they're monogamous while they cheat on you behind your back.
And execute. I was supposed to do a stealth brand to restore my some elf shot, but oh well.
Because see, if you have more than one wife, you can't ever get caught.
Now that is not how that works, and you know it.
I know, because you know what? I would imagine even polygamists have mistresses.
It is quite possible.
Yes.